Hi, and welcome to Geeks for Geeks. Today, we would be discussing yesterday's problem of the day, that is, transform to some tree. So, basically, I will just quickly share the screen so that you can quickly, or think I can just share the window itself. Okay, yeah, my Chrome tab. Quickly recapitulate this problem in your mind so that we can move forward, and I would just explain you. So, let me just remove the pre-written code. Yeah, it's done. So quickly just recapitulate this in mind. Rishit, Nakaj, you still there? Thanks a lot, Bharti. I think we are good to go. Okay, I think we are done. I will stop sharing. Thanks a lot, Rishit. Okay, I will share the whole window. So now the problem is pretty simple to understand, and I think the Wi-Fi thing was in favor with me because this problem would require, I think, 10 to 15 minutes to get you down. Okay, so now if you understand this problem, basically you are given a binary tree. What is a binary tree? So binary tree is a tree in which each node has 0, 1, or 2 children. Okay, not more, not less than 0. Okay, so you are given a binary tree. Let's suppose this is the root. What is root? Root is basically the higher, topmost in the hierarchy. Okay, then we come down, and these are the children. Mhm. Okay, fair enough. Now we have the values itself. Okay, the values can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. We are done to go. Now this question tells us that each node should have the sum from the bottom. Okay, what do I meant by that? This node, this node should contain the sum of the values of all of this. This node should contain the sum of the values of all this. This node, this node should contain the sum of the values of all this thing. Pretty clear? Like translating the same in Hindi would be like कि क्या हो रहा है कि समझ लो मेरे जितने परिवार मेरे बाद आए. So whenever you visualize a tree, you should always visualize in the form of family tree. So the question with the attachment of an example with family tree would be that मेरे बाद जितने भी मेंबर्स मेरे से इवॉल्व हुए मेरे फैमिली में, मुझे उन सब की डिटेल्स मेरे पास चाहिए. सपोज सपोज मेरे फादर के फादर ने कहा कि मेरे जितने भी फैमिलीज मेरे से है उन सब की डिटेल्स मेरे पास चाहिए. ओके, तो इन द सेम मैनर 3 से जो भी इवॉल्व हो रहा है उन सब की सम करके हम 3 के नोट को जाके देंगे. ओके, I should be clear with this. Give me a quick one if this thing is clear. Give me a quick one. Give me a quick. Crazy boy Rish. Okay, thanks a lot. Okay. So I don't know how many days I would carry this forward. On 1st of January, I said that I would try something, and it's still being carried. So don't know. I look horrible at the 11th day only. मोटे लग रहे हो. Yeah. Uh, at this point of time, I'm not hitting the gym. I'm just eating a lot of calories, like too much calories all day. Next 20 days, next 19 days, शायद लॉन्ग टाइम बाद देख रहा हूँ ओके नो 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 आई हैव गेन्ड अ लॉट ऑफ आई हैव गेन्ड लिटिल बिट ऑफ वेट आई थिंक सो okay fair enough I think we can move forward so this is the question itself so the values would be that let me just explain you the values okay so I would just take a screenshot of this okay and this should be pretty good to go add to new page and this is done so now if you see so this would be 7 added to 5 so basically this node would be 12 okay and from suppose I am the last child okay like suppose my father has his child which is me but I don't have a family so if I say that all the members who has evolved from me I want the details of them so I won't get details like what I want to say is like suppose मेरे पापा की एक फैमिली है जिसमें मैं आता है मेरी दीदी आती है मेरी मम्मी आती है बट सपोज करो मेरी कोई फैमिली नहीं है जो मेरे से इवॉल्व हुई है एंड आई से एट दिस पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम ऑब्वियसली फ्यूचर में अलग बात है एट दिस पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम इफ आई से कि मुझे मुझे मेरे से इवॉल्व हुई मेंबर्स की डिटेल्स चाहिए तो मेरे से इवॉल्व हुई कोई डिटेल्स मेंबर्स नहीं मिलेंगे इस वजह से मेरे को जीरो डिटेल्स मिलेंगे सो इन द सेम मैनर द लीफ नोट्स would be assigned 0 the leaf nodes would be assigned 0 0 0 0 because they don't have a family so 8 minus 4 so 8 minus 4 is equals to 4 so this node would be assigned with 4 now this one would be minus 2 added to so I would just show you how this thing is done so this value okay like this value would be the addition of this value and the addition of all these values okay so this value would be minus 2 added to plus 8 minus 4 negative 4 okay then added 6 then positive 7 then positive 5 which is equal to the value 16 plus 6 minus 2 which is equal to the value 20 okay 16 6 minus 2 is equal to 4 16 plus 4 is equal to 20 so this value would be assigned now let me see if this value is correct or not so output screen and add to current page and yes this is the value okay so I'm correct so now if you just see if I just delete this because I have written the correct one so if I delete this if you see to get the value of this to get the value of this to get the value of this as 20 we did a long process the short process would be that this value is what this value is what this value is the sum from everyone this value is already the sum from everyone okay so what I can do is I can add this value sum from everyone of this value sum from everyone from this value what I want to say is suppose there is a grandfather of mine okay and my grandfather has two children the first one is this and the next one is this okay and they have some families also okay fair enough like let's take this example so this person has collected all the data let's call it C1 of his family like this person is a sincere person and he has already collected the data of his family this person is also a sincere person so this has also collected all the details of this person known as C2 so now if the grandfather wants the details of all his children what he can do is he can say that the details of this person added with this person and the details of this person added with this one would give me the details of the whole family it is just like that we are using the already pre-computed values like suppose मेरे बेटे के पास सारी इंफॉर्मेशन ऑलरेडी है तो मैं उसे यही बोलूंगा ना कि आप अपना इंफॉर्मेशन लगा के भी मुझे दे दो, तब मुझे सबकी इंफॉर्मेशन हो जाएगी. Okay, am I clear? So to prove this hierarchy, this is simple. So what I can say is that the value of a particular node is nothing but value of left answer, left side answer added to right side answer, and we add nothing but the values of left and right. This would give me the values. Left child answer, right child answer, plus left plus right. This is just like this: left child answer, right child answer, plus this plus this. Am I clear with this or not? Just give me a quick yes or no. We are just using the pre-computed values. Give me a quick ones. Is it a family tree question? I was late. No, but we should always visualize binary tree in the form of a family tree kind of thing. Okay, just give me a quick one in the chat. Simple enough. So we would move forward, and if we move forward, we can see that we can get these values. Okay, by simple doing like we what we want to do is, so to get the left answer and right answer. Okay, suppose to already have the pre-computed values, we need to calculate these values first. Like हमें कुछ results चाहिए. If I want result, then I need to work hard first. If I want results, I need to work hard first. Same goes for programming. If I want, just see the intuition to solve the problem. The solution is not at all important. The intuition is. So if I want the values first, then I need to work hard first. So if I want the values of the left and the right child, this just means that I need to first calculate the child and then the parent. So parent requires the values of the child. Parent requires the values of the child. So this just means that first requirement should be completed, then only we should move forward. Like suppose I tell my child that you need to study. I tell my son that listen son, you need to study. And he tells, father, first give me electricity, then I would start studying. So what I would do? I would first allow him the feature of electricity, then I would ask him to study. So if parents wants the value of pre-computed, this is what left answer, right answer is what they should be already computed. So if left and right answer is already computed, then only we would come to parent. So we want the values of the child first. This just means that we want the low values first and then we want to go up. Okay, so isn't this nothing but depth first search? Depth first search. We pretty good have an algorithm. Like we have an intuition that we need to first go to the bottom and then we need to come back to the top. And this algorithm is very much akin to the algorithm of depth first search. That is what is called a depth first search. Even if you don't have intuition, just draw the thing and then you would see this thing is same done in depth first search and you would have the intuition. So to have the intuition, it is pretty much obvious if you just go it this way. Okay, I went it in a very naive way, but you can directly come to this conclusion. Okay, so now the few more things that needs to be catered. The catering of this thing is that we would assign the values of the left and the right child, but then we also needed this thing to have this thing. Like yes, parent is edited. Okay, but like suppose we edit this values to 12. Like we suppose edit this value to 12. We edit this value to this thing 4. But then to compute the value of this node, we needed -2 and 6. Okay. See, I'm just telling you again this point. Okay. See. This thing, the intuition. This value is what? This value is nothing but the sum of these two. We don't have 6 now. So basically, this 6 is lost after we have assigned it with something else. Okay, like suppose my value is replaced by the values of my offsprings, then basically I have lost my value. So what I can do is I can save my value to somewhere else, then I can assign something to me. So basically what we need to do is we need to preserve the original value and then modify the value. ओके, जैसे लोग बदल जाते हैं, तो लोग बदल जाते हैं कैसे पता चलता है? अगर उसे उसकी पुरानी स्टेटस याद रहती है तो इन द सेम मैनर, to change it we first need to save the original value and then modify it so that we can use the original value that was already there. Because after assigning it with 12, 6 is lost. After assigning with 4, -2 is lost. Okay, like I would just show you also what I want to say. Like suppose, see this with a very simple example. Okay, suppose this is 1, 2, this is 3, this is 4, and this is 5. So 1 added with 2. Okay, so let's 3, this is also 3, that is also 3, so let's make it 4. So 4 plus 1 is equals to 5. So now I would say let's assign this with 5. Now if you see 5 plus 5 is equals to 10, but this is not the correct answer. We need this 3 also. So we need the original values also to compute the values of the parent. So we need the values. So we need to save it somewhere. Now let's go to the implementation and this thing will be pretty clear. Okay, so basically before just doing the DFS, we would first save the values and then edit the values. It's simple. Before we do the DFS, we don't need to backtrack. So I will just share my screen. चलो हो गया. Okay, so we would come to this position and then we would say, yeah, and then we would say int rec is equal to node star root. So we would get the root and we would say if root is equals to null, then return 0. Basically the most general base case everyone out there for tree question, most general ways. Okay, like 90% or 95% of the tree problems, if there is a traversal kind of thing or any most of the problems, they have the same base. Okay, like same base case. You don't need to think about it. Then we would save the values of the root. First I told it, then we would modify. So root that data, we would save it. Now we would edit the data. What is root that data? Root dot data is equal to the values from the left and right, left and the right answer, left right answer. Okay, left and the right answer. So right answer would be rec of root dash left added with rec of root dash right. So first we would assign this, but what we would return, we would return root dash data. What is root dash data? Basically root dash data is this thing. Now it is this thing after this point. So basically right answer plus left answer and the value itself. Okay, that is TMP, and this problem is done. Okay, so now we would recursively just call it rec of node and then we would return, and this is done. Let's compile and run and see. It's good. Yes, it's done. Okay, any more queries you have? Quickly ask me. If you have any queries, tell me the line number at which you are not able to understand. Tell me the line number. Just tell me the line number. If you are facing any issues, tell me the line number at which point you are not able to understand. I would wait for the next 1 minute. Line number. Any more? When the node is not the root node, then we should not add the node's values, right? Yes, absolutely. Like suppose like what is the answer? Basically, the answer is the values from the left and the right. But we need the values of its values plus the values from left and right. Okay. But the answer is nothing but the values from the left and right. But we need the values of the original node also. Anything more? Hmm. I don't think I have an issue. Okay. So seems like you have understood the problem. That is why I'm not receiving any issues. But still, if you face any issues, feel free to comment your doubts on the comment section. If you think that your query is on priority, feel free to ask your doubts in the LinkedIn. My username is the name that is displayed on the bottom. Okay. So if you're watching the stream in the recorded version, feel free to just comment and also like so that the reach of this video could be increased and this work could be justified and you would give back to this community of free. Okay. Thank you and have a nice day.